All right. Good stuff, guys. Let's have at it.
Sweet.
Let's see. Where should we start with? How are we all doing tonight? Let's check in first.
I'm doing good. I feel like I should I don't think my team's the best. I feel like I could use a couple trades, but I think it's okay to be rated. I think for the most part it's good. All the top threats are what I want on my team.
Yeah, totally.
I'm really happy with my team, to be honest.
It's awesome.
Didn't check all the check marks, but I still feel like it's gonna do well.
I'm
We'll find
missing
out, though.
one. I'm missing one, unfortunately. Just making me unhappy today.
Here, I have to run into the other room real quick. I'm gonna stop the recording. I have something on the boiler. I need to stir it.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna do that every 15 minutes or so.
All right, Luke, Mom, gotcha, buddy.
Yep.
No problem.
Be right back. There's a beautiful sunset outside right now. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
What's up, dog?
Good stuff. So let's start off with Team 1. Let's see. I love the Delphox Hackmon. I think it's really nice.
What does Scorching Sands do?
It's 70 power, 100 accuracy, special ground type, has a 30% chance to burn. It's kind of like Scald.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So it's it's Ground Scald. All right.
Yeah. Good coverage. It's more utility focused Earth power.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm not sure entirely how I feel about it on Delphox though, because Delphox is kind of like an offensive poke, and I thought Scald was kind of better on defensive-esque Pokemon. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's a good move though. I think it being on in the first place is good though.
I think if I had a choice, I would have chosen Earth Power, but it's still nice to have that coverage.
You probably didn't want to go too hard in case it just didn't get picked or it got shut down. I get it.
Yeah, probably.
That's very possible. I guess do people ever run a defensive Delphox? Or a utility Delphox? Because right now this setup of Glare, Scorching Sands, and Parting Shot is that's it's pretty good utility.
Mm-hmm. I mean, fast Parting Shot's good.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. Even on an offensive Pokemon, I think fast Parting Shot's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not. It doesn't make Delphox that much better. I looked up what Neuroforce is because I honestly didn't know, and it's Expert Belt, but as an ability, which I think is fine. It's basically a free item, so that's pretty good, and it's a good item too.
It kind of makes Delphox's plays very prediction based, because if you he's already said he wants to run specs with this at least some weeks. So if you're running specs, it's if you get it wrong, you're not going to get the boost, and you're going to be locked into a move you don't want. But if you do get it right, you're going to get that 1.5 boost or 1.25 boost, and as well as the specs, and you're going to do some big damage. It'll be interesting. I don't know. I fight him this week, so we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think his team's pretty balanced. I think it's interesting. He has 3 starters on his team.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool.
That's cute.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
I
think Blastoise is kind of a shitty Pokemon, though.
Which one?
Is it his tier 3?
I think it's a fantastic tier 3.
Is Blastoise even good? Isn't it just a basic water type?
It has Rapid Spin, which is kind of nice.
Oh, he's getting it. Yeah.
Rapid Spin, which now is a setup move for speed. It kind of patches up his bad speed.
Yeah, it can Shell Smash.
It can Shell Smash. It's got pretty good coverage with Aura Sphere, Dark's Pulse.
Yeah, because I forgot it still has Mega Blastoise's moveset.
Yeah. Yeah, Blastoise is good. Some people actually tier Blastoise above Mega Blastoise in draft leagues.
Yeah, because you don't need the Mega slot. Yeah, that makes sense.
A little more versatile. Yeah.
Is Mega Kanga good? Because and I know it was good in Gen 6.
It's good. It needs a little bit of setup, in my opinion, whether it's like fake out last resort or a power up punch or something. Like I think it needs like a couple turns to get good, and that's kind of why I didn't put that it has the team has immediate physical offense, because it's like it kind of needs a little bit of help, in my opinion. Like it can snowball really quickly, but um I don't think it's good right off the bat.
Yeah, I saw it has seismic. You banned seismic toss, so it's not like
Yeah.
it's broken.
Yeah, not like Luke's Sceptile.
Which I'm banning it. Like we're doing a complex ban on that.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
funny, though.
I think that. Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful sunset out right now. This is just so pretty. Sorry.
Put that in the video, Luke.
Yeah, here I'll get a picture. Get a picture. I'll put it up on the screen now.
Oh, and I see they nerfed Aegislash's stats, so it's not as good anymore. I think that's makes it balanced.
Wait, they nerfed its stats?
Yeah, from 140 to 150 to 140, right? Yeah.
For both forms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's only UU this generation actually, which is saying something. Went from
whack.
Uber to UU, so it actually did a lot for it. It's technically like, because the big thing about Aegislash was that it was pretty much like it had like a huge BST just because you could switch between the forms and they both had like 150 for both. Now it only has 140 for each, so it's like it takes less damage and does less damage back. So
still 140 is kind of insane.
It's still
and the
good.
fact that it can run mixed in a draft league is like super valuable.
Yeah, I think Aegislash is an underrated poke, but I don't think it's like broken. But
it doesn't have great coverage, but I mean, Ghost and Steel are such good offensive typings anyway. You don't really need to run much else.
I'd give this an 8 out of 10. What do you guys think?
I'd give it a 7.5 just to be.
Why you?
Cautious.
I was thinking 8 was like lowballing it. What makes you think it's only a 7.5?
I think it's really missing out on some physical offense. I don't love Stunfisk as a Hackmon, just because I feel like Prankster is
Prankster like taunt short. That's all it has.
Yeah, like it can set rocks pretty well. Stunfist doesn't really have much offense. It gets walled by any dark type, really.
Yeah, because Prankster doesn't work on dark types. Yeah, I feel like a different ability could have been better for it. Like Regenerator or something. I know that's like kind of unoriginal because so many people are running Regenerator, but yeah.
Maybe he runs it as like a toxic and what's its special move? Steel Trap or something like that, where it traps the.
I don't think it gets toxic.
Oh, he should have given it. You're right. It doesn't. He should have given it toxic.
I forgot in this gen. It doesn't get toxic. I forgot in this gen they got rid of like not every single Pokemon is toxic anymore, which
that's
is
crazy.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, I stand by my statement. I feel like Prankster wasn't. Other than that, I mean, like it does.
I think his Hackmons aren't very good, but I think the rest of his team's good enough to make it 8 out of 10.
I think Delphox is good.
And I think the thing is like Delphox is both Delphox and Stunfisk are like decent Pokemon. Like,
but like, what's Palossand do? What's Chestnut can set spikes and be a little annoying, but it's not going to do super like it. Grimmsnarl's another kind of like awkward draftmon, where it's like, yeah, I could run like bulk up and rest and be Prankster, but.
Oh yeah, having 2 Prankster mons are weird because if you can just bring like dark types and then it just gets shit on. I don't know. I'm gonna stick by 8. What do you think, Luke?
I think I agree that there's some awkward picks here. Like I think like Palossand, for example, is kind of it adds the dark type, I suppose, or the ground type, I suppose, but it's Aegislash is just like such a better ghost Pokemon. And I guess Mega Kangaskhan, like I'm looking at its stats and it does say pretty high. Like 125 attack is good, but it can't run like Life Orb or anything. There's no like boosting past 125. So you're right that it kind of needs setup to do anything. To do anything like valuable. Tornadus Therian with its nasty plot is like really good. But yeah, I don't know. I know you just asked me like what I thought about rating, and I think like I would say like 7.5, honestly.
Okay, we can always shift it
7.5 is
around.
probably okay. Yeah, we can shift around later. You're right. I'm with you there.
Do you guys mind if I go turn off the burner? It smells like my food is
Yeah,
done.
dude. Just
Sorry,
go.
guys.
Don't worry about
Go.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm prepping for this guy this week, and I'm just gonna like Delphox is super scary against my team at least because it hits everything. Like I'm like, oh, I can wall it with Heatran, no problem, and then it gets Scorching Sands. I'm like, okay, well maybe Mega Slowbro, and of course it has Grass Knot that like basically outgoes Mega Slowbro.
Yeah.
I'm like super scared of that thing right now.
The nice
Everything else,
let's go.
What does Magician do again? It steals an item? No, that's
something like that. Yeah.
Pickpocket.
I don't think it's that good of an ability.
No, I was trying to figure out if I could like cheese him somehow, like give him like a lagging tail or something like that if he steals it.
Is he gonna be running Magician though? Let me see.
Back.
No, he's running Neuroforce.
Probably not, but it'd be pretty
Neuroforce
funny.
is just a.
Oh yeah, he's gonna run Neuroforce.
Yeah, way better ability. I would never run Magician, whatever it does. If I don't know what it does, it's not a good ability.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm saying that, and I didn't know what Neuroforce did, so I'm just kidding. Whatever. That's because it's the signature ability for Necrozma. Like
Not even just Necrozma, Ultra Necrozma. It's like
yeah.
No, you never see that. That thing is gone.
Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon were like 2 games. I bought the game and I just didn't play it. It's the only Pokemon game that I did that with. I just don't have motivation to play it. I heard it's like a really good game, but I heard there's like a ton of like cutscenes, and I just don't feel like looking at Pokemon cutscenes for like.
Yeah, it took a while.
Yeah.
Let's move on to 2.
Yep.
Lumaris.
Boy, Lumaris.
All right, tell me what you guys think. Lay it on me.
I think one thing that is kind of something that needs to be mentioned is it says that your speed tier is intact isn't checked, but I mean you have like Shuckle. Like it's 5. It's like an outlier there. And then like I don't know. Actually
I don't have Shuckle. I don't know why that's on there.
It says you have Shuckle, yeah.
Ooh, did I mess something up? Or did I miss something? It seems like I missed something.
Hang on, that's supposed to be. I'm trying to think back at my mons.
I can look.
It says Shuckle on the sheet. I'll see what the tiering list says.
Yeah, Shuckle is on the main dock.
Yeah, it's
really?
yeah, it's Shuckle.
I don't have Shuckle. I traded it a long time ago. Hang on,
darn. So that means it's on me.
Yeah, it's on you, Luke. Come on. That's Perugly. That's supposed to be Perugly.
Perugly.
Oh, that's bumps the speed tier up a bit.
It does. Also, how fast is Perugly? Let's see.
112.
112. Okay, so that makes Perugly your fastest, which is pretty.
Right.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because Perugly's kind of a terrible Pokemon,
but it's not. It's a really good Pokemon.
Lumaris loves Perugly.
I don't love it normally, but I love it in this format.
Yeah, I feel like it's got thick fat too, which is nice. I don't know. I like this draft a lot. I think Rotom Fan is like a super threatening like sweeper with its triage, and like Oblivion Wing is just like so hard to like handle. Let's see. I know that like you had a lot of trouble with getting your Steelix passed, but I think the form that it's in is gonna like cause a lot of problems for people. Like you can Dragon Dance and then go double Iron Bash 1,000 arrows, and you're gonna be like messing stuff up. Even though
I was really set on the other one, but I'm really happy how this turned out. Like I can run Sturdy with Metal Burst, or I could run Sheer Force with Double Iron Bash, or I could run Prism Armor and just be a tank.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what else is going on here. I think Mega Slowbro's a pretty good. He's a really good water type. I don't want to talk about your strategies.
No, you're fine. I don't care.
Well, because you haven't done that battle yet, right?
Which one?
The one that you were talking about in your team building channel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hold off on that.
Yeah, let's hold off on that.
Everything else, though, I mean, I don't care.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Heatran's super good. Got a nice. You got both the. I agree with you that like the only thing this is missing is like a slightly faster core, because
Yeah,
Perugly's kind of like a fringe pick. Like whether you think it's good or not, like it's gonna be people like it's not. It may be hard to work it into a team, and also Darmanitan and Galar being the fastest, like 95, like is not super fast. So
no, it usually runs Choice Scarf, but I'm not counting that. Like with Choice Scarf, it gets above it outspeeds base 165s, I think.
it's pretty good.
But I mean, I don't think I can count that.
Yeah,
Even though
it's a tough call. Well, regardless, I think this is a really good draft, dude. It's scary how like you've got the good good physical, good special. I think you've covered like almost every single type base. Jimmy, what do you think?
I think it's pretty good. I don't really see any glaring drawbacks. I think Perugly is a garbage poop Pokemon, but if you like it, then fine.
okay, let me explain something to you. Do you know about the Berserker gene?
Oh no.
Isn't that like a fringe item or something?
It is a fringe item. It's when you switch in with the Berserker gene, it activates and gives your Mon +2 attack immediately, but it confuses it. But Perugly has own tempo, so it can't be confused. So it gets
it's basically a free SD boost.
Yeah.
But the thing is here's what I have. I have a little Mon called Ferrothorn that looks at your Perugly and gets confused. Like, why is this thing in my game? I'm Ferrothorn, and then you're like, oh shit, you're right. It's Ferrothorn, and then you have to switch back out again. And then it's a useless item. And then,
That's why
you literally don't have an item anymore.
It's a sweeper, don't worry.
I think
it's a sweeper, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I think almost any physical attacker you can say that about Ferrothorn. Like,
true. It's a Ferrothorn.
I think I personally was a little bummed that Berserk Gene got allowed in this draft, but the people spoke and I had to go with what I was thinking or like what I was hearing. I see you have a bunch of U-turn mons.
Yeah.
I like this draft a lot, dude. I gotta say like.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
I gotta say like
and
9.
One thing I was thinking of is I can always run Trick Room Teleport with Slowbro.
Ooh, yeah.
And do some damage on the slow side. Because I like Pangoro's pretty slow, Steelix is obviously slow. Sylveon can go either way.
Yeah, I love that about Sylveon. Sylveon's a great mon.
I'd give this 8. I think the only thing holding it back is I did give you credit because your speed tier is really bad just because of the Shuckle was holding it back. And it's still not the worst, but the fact that you don't have a Mon over, like, a single Mon that's over 100 other than Perugly is just kind of like, I don't know. I guess Darm could probably go, like, Choice Scarf, right? Because of Gorilla Tactics.
It almost always does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just give it Scarf, so it's, like, fine, but still, like, Lando is 91, and that's not going to be Scarfed. Rotom Fan, baby. I don't know. I don't know what the hell you would even run on.
It's got triage.
Yeah, so it's gonna outspeed everything. But I see what you're saying. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think 8 out of 10 is fine. Maybe 8.5 if you guys are okay with that. But I'd vote 8. Definitely better than the last team though. I think.
Yeah, the lowest I would go is 8.5. I like.
Yeah.
If there's a tie for 8.5, I would put this one above the other.
I think Paloss Sand and Prugly are both not good Pokemon, but your draft was better, I think. So I'd give you a bump up.
So you want to go 8.5 or are we going 8?
No, I'm gonna stick with 8. It's like I said, we can always change this later. I'm gonna stick with 8 for now, though.
What about you, Lumaris?
I mean, I can't vote for myself. That's just bias.
I guess so. So let's. Well, I've been voting 9, so we should average out to 8.5.
Okay, that's fine.
If you're voting 9, then yeah, 8.5 is fine. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with meeting in the middle there.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, I'm on team 3 now.
Team 3. I just played this team.
What do you think? Just
go,
prepping
Luke?
for it. Yeah.
I have one very important question. Does Mega Garchomp? I feel like the Mega Garchomp thing is confusing because I think it's well known that regular Garchomp is better than Mega Garchomp, but that's just because it can hold an item, right?
And it's faster.
Yeah. So, and Sand Force is like a dog shit ability that doesn't do anything, especially because this guy doesn't have any sort of Sandstorm. So he basically doesn't have an ability.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think that the biggest thing this team is missing is like a good Sand Core, because you have Sand Force on Mega Garchomp, and you have DNC that can get like stupid Spadef.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Skarmory does well in Sand too. As a Steel type.
But does he have? Because I know when I played my game, when I did, because I threw out my what's it called, fucking Gallade, and then it didn't start as a Mega. So can this guy do this with Garchomp?
No.
Okay, so then he has to have Mega Garchomp. But I think if he doesn't have the ability, like let's say he just went Garchomp and then just didn't Mega Evolve it, I think it's still worse than just going Mega Garchomp because it doesn't have an item.
Oh
Or
yeah,
it won't have an item either way. So it's like whatever.
If you're holding Garchomp, like you gotta Mega Evolve. Like, there's no reason to not.
Yeah, if you don't already have an item, then okay. And I don't
unless
think
the speed.
I don't think Mega Garchomp's that much worse. So, okay, just wanted to make sure.
And I think it's a little bit better now that it has Scale Shot, because it can throw off a Scale Shot in regular form first, and then Mega to get that extra damage without having to Sword Stance. But it's still not having like access to a Yachi Berry or even like a Rocky Helmet if you want to go defensive. You know, you're missing out on the versatility.
Something that I was in my game against Strange Name, so he did the custom game mix up where his Mega Garchomp switched in and it was already Mega'd, and it survived the hit that I threw on it because of that. I did 92% to it on the switch in with a Steam Eruption from Sceptile, and it only that wouldn't have survived if it hadn't been Mega, which is, I guess that's not very relevant, but I don't know. I was still
that's
salty.
Wild, though.
I was salty about it because I was like, I should have put my foot down and been like, no, fix the team, but instead I was loosey goosey. But sorry, that's off topic.
Yeah.
He also didn't bring Mew. Mew is a huge threat.
Yeah. He really wanted that jungle healing fucking that what's it called, Diancie in there, man. That's how it is.
He wanted Shore Up. Nobody gave it to him though.
When I was watching that game, that Hariyama was a pain in the ass, man. Regenerator, Hariyama.
So much health.
Blech. Yeah, because the thing is, it's got a ton of health, and Regenerator heals off percentages. So the fact that you can switch out and heal a percentage of its health, it just has so much health. It's like fuck. Yeah. Oh, this guy is Noivern, so I can't even trade for the Noivern like I thought I could. Okay, so that's that.
Yeah,
then.
and
Never mind.
Noivern is a really good mon. It has good defog, it's good speed tier, hits hard with Dracos, and then just U-turns right out after.
Yeah. It's also got 123 speed, which is really hard to build against, I think.
Yeah, exactly. If it does damage and then leaves, it's like, you want to hit me? Too bad. I'm out of here. It's got Wheezing, which is going to be really nice for all these hack mons. I don't know why it doesn't have other abilities, but it has Neutralizing Gas. Muckalola is always good.
Yeah, I think this is a decent team. Like I said, I consider a team where I'm just like, I can look at every mon and I'm like, oh, I can see him putting this on a team. Like it's not like complete dead weight. Like no offense to Team 1 Palossand, you guys were even saying like Aegislash is just better. Like even his Hackmon Stunfisk, and that's what he did in his last game. He just brought that for his rocker. Like Palossand's like a dead slot. Like it doesn't do anything. So yeah.
I really like the team. I think the other thing I was going to point out is that its offensive mons, excuse me, Mega Garchomp, Noivern, and Superior are all weak to ice, but every single one of its defensive mons are, except for Dancy, resist ice somehow.
Yeah.
Or I guess Skarmory doesn't, but Rotom does, and Hariyama does, and Suicune does.
Yeah, I give this an 8. I think it's not as good as your team, but it has a lot of really good threats, and the fact that it doesn't have a completely dead mon makes it a bit harder to build against. I just don't think that Diancie is very good, but that Hariyama is a pain in the ass.
Hariyama can, or Diancie can be annoying. I think if it starts
It does have pixelate
snowballing.
speed, but the thing is,
And
it's
work,
still
though.
like it's still Diancie. Like what are its stats? It's not like super
It's really
crazy
bulky.
stats, right? I know it's really bulky, but like what are its offensive stats?
It's 50.
Hundreds.
Yeah, it's 100s
Oh,
with
it's
50 health and
base
150
hundreds.
defense.
Yeah, so it can run mix too with like Diamond Storm E-Speed, or it could go like Moon Blast, Earth Power.
Now, I feel
Wait,
really bad about how much we nerfed this Diancie set.
It needed to be nerfed. Diancie's a really good mon.
Dude,
like,
I'm
it's not
looking
gonna...
at. So I'm gonna be honest. The way I thought you guys did this is you had like tier 3 was like RU, tier 4 was like NU, and then tier 5 was like PU, like garbage. You put Diancie in tier 4. This thing's fucking RU. Like I think it's a top RU threat right now. Like this just it's a top RU threat. This shouldn't have been in tier 4. So the fact that you guys nerfed it is good. Like this honestly shouldn't even been a Hackmon to begin with. So the fact that you're not making it as powerful as it is, like it's fine. I'm not complaining. I got purred as a tier 3. I'm not gonna act like I didn't get fucking lucky too. I'm not salty at all, honestly. Like Swampert should not have been tier 3. That was a huge oversight, and I'm gonna fucking take it, dude. I'll take that OU mon on my tier 3 slot. I don't give a fuck, dude. I also love Pert. I was so happy I got Pert. He's like my favorite poke. I was actually so pumped when I saw him at tier 3. I'm like, no one's gonna take this guy. I didn't think he was that good, to be honest, but I guess Flip Turn just made him that much better in this generation, which makes sense.
Yeah, I think this team's gonna be hard to kill, and
I think it's pretty good. Yeah,
does a lot of damage back, but
speed tier is the best. I think it's like 80 speed's really good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'd even bump this up to 8.5, and then we can worry about the tiebreakers later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you do 8.5.
You think, Luke?
What do you think?
Agree, Luke?
I agree with 8.5.
Yeah, now looking at this Diancie and realizing how I was underestimating it, I think it's 8.5.
Okay.
All right. Team 4, Keki. I thought, honestly, this was a better team with Dragapult on it. I was telling you guys earlier, I was really nervous about Dragapult until I realized he had Zapdos, and I'm like, all right, never mind.
Did he ever have Dragapult?
Yeah, he traded before... During Grace period, he switched out Dragapult for Zapdos Galar.
Yeah, and like the trades weren't updated or something like that. I don't know.
Keki, get out of here.
What's up?
Keki, we're talking about your team.
No, this is strange.
No, that's strange, but Keki's also here.
Oh, okay. I see what you were talking about, Jimmy, with the... We're getting a lot of peepers.
I think the Milotic was a huge pain for me to build against, and I'm just gonna speak from my experience here, because I know personally how, because I really looked a lot of this team. He didn't have Lele when I fought him, so I don't know. I feel like Lele was better. I don't know what he had before, but Lele's a really good mon. I think the fact that he's doubling up on Fairy, I think is fine, because I think Fairy's a really good type. You can just double up on it. It's fine. I know we talked about the guy last week that had 3 fairies. I think that's overkill, but I mean, I think the aroma's decent. I think Lurk and Sudowoodo. I think Sudowoodo is a terrible mon. I think
it's pretty good. Choice Scarf head smashes with Rockhead can do some pretty good damage.
Well, like, is that what it's coming off of? Like, what stats though?
100 attack, 150 power.
100 attack, 30 speed. It's
I guess you're right. Yeah, it's But it's got
Dab.
30 speed. Like even
Mm.
Scarf, like that's not going to be that fast.
And every team's gonna have some
No.
shitty mons on it because of the
Yeah,
way
I
that
know.
this draft
I
goes.
guess I'm just saying like compared to like Team 3 that didn't have a complete like waste of a mon. Like it had Suicune Weezing, who's like pretty decent because it's like you can like fit toxic spites on a team because like if they don't have a grounded poison, you can just throw in Weezing and then it's a huge problem.
Mhm.
I
I
just
could say
I know.
that.
And I'm not even
Yes.
saying my team doesn't. I think Sneasel's like not even that good of a mon
Mhm.
now that I look back on it, but I just think it's important to note like the less mons that as someone when I was building for this, I just looked at the mons that didn't I'm like, okay, he's not gonna bring this, so I'm not gonna bother to build against it. So that just was just less mons I had to worry about, you know. That's just how I kind of see teams.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I think he has a good offensive core with Zapdos, Galar, and Guzzlord forming like the dark fighting coverage. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad team by any means. There's like zone.
and Mammo's also scary to build against because like not much teams is ready for Mammo's ground ice coverage.
Yeah.
And it's
No,
also
Mamo.
the 6-0s.
Mamo with Lele is a little strange to me. I don't usually see that team composition because you can't really use Ice Shard against anything grounded, which
Ooh,
I feel like Mamo really relies on personally.
I think the
Yeah,
main reason I beat this team was just because Pharaoh had a really good matchup against it. He didn't bring Volcarona for some reason, which just
What?
Yeah,
Should
it's
have
probably
brought
an
like I don't know,
oversight.
Bulky Roost Volcarona with Defog or something.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I think that was the big issue. Was like he didn't really have any answer for my Pharaoh, so that's why I won. I guess it doesn't necessarily mean the team was bad.
No,
so,
I think it was just an oversight.
I think it was an
As far
oversight too. Yeah.
as far as hack mods, I think this Aromatisse, I've never said it out loud before. Aromatisse is probably the best prankster mon we've seen in this league. There's
I agree with that. Yeah.
three prankster hack mons in this league or this division. But the difference is Aromatisse, like if you bring a dark type in to try to wall it, it's just gonna smack you. Versus like the Spiritomb that we'll see a little bit later on, it can't do anything to dark types, and the Stunfisk, it can't do anything to dark types either.
yeah.
And Haze means that nothing's setting up.
I think it's nice.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this draft. I think the point that Strange Name made about Mamoswine and Tapu Lele is really relevant here. And I think that's like enough that it would take off 0.5 from whatever like it would be without that clash. But I think like I don't know, you got some like good mons here. I think let's see. See, like I remember some people talked about how the way that we did last draft, like we were just saying like, oh, like these are good mons, and like I just know that I don't know enough about Pokemon to be able to speak any more eloquently.
The problem is I also like I've never done like a real draft league until this, and I'm not super big on Gen 8 comp. I know it's not that much different, and a lot of these mons like I already know what they do. I think the speed. I think there's the speed tier here is also the lowest we've run into. I'd say this is.
Mhm.
I'd say this is probably 7.5, maybe 7.
Actually, mentioning the speed here, it's fascinating how they have Tapu Lele, which stops priority and has like no fast mons. Like how's he meant to revenge anything?
I agree.
Yeah,
I feel like if there was an Unbuttermon or something fast that could take advantage of it, it would do a lot more. Or go the other way where you have like a Trick Room mon. I don't think anything on his team learns Trick Room. Maybe Aromatisse? I don't think so.
I think Aromatisse learns it.
I really
does.
think this
Maybe
team would be a
I
bit. Is Lele like? Could he have switched Dragapult out for Lele? Fuck, dude. Honestly, like, I feel like this team would be a lot better if he just put in Dragapult instead of Lele. That's my opinion, and I don't even know. I'm probably just giving.
Well,
like,
I mean, I think Lele
basically coaching
capitalizes
whatever.
on Magnezone's ability to remove steel, so maybe that's why. But yeah,
That is good synergy.
Yeah. Well, how can Magnezone remove steel though? Like, what is it? Because
It
when I
has
was
Magnet Pull to
yeah, I
trap.
know I know he has Magna Pull, but the way at least maybe I'm just giving Ferrothorn too much credit, but when I was figuring out, Luke was helping me a little bit. No offense to Luke, this is pretty much the only help he gave me. He was like, I was like, hey, should I bring Pharaoh because he has Magnezone Magnapole? He's like, oh, well, there's no Hidden Power Fire, so just go body press and you'll win the 1v1. So it's like, he traps me, but then I just beat him. So it's like,
Well, can't they go
that's
on defense
not
and then
every
body
steel
press?
type. What?
Like, couldn't Magnezone use iron defense and then body press you?
Mhm.
Like, shoot before?
Yeah, I don't know who wins that 1v1. I think it depends on prior damage.
And
but
also,
it can go
even
either way.
if Pharaoh wins the 1v1, it will be severely chipped. So it's like,
Agreed.
well, it's gonna lose to Lele
That's
anyways.
right, yeah.
Afterwards.
That's right, yeah.
It sounds like I gave you some bad advice, Jimmy.
That's fine. He didn't. I don't think he brought Magnezone anyway, so it didn't matter.
Well, let's see. I'd vote 6.5 or 7. I think I don't know. I think there's a lot of. I think the fact that low speed tiers in combination with psychic terrain, and also psychic terrain like stuffing all priority, is relevant. We haven't talked about Guzzlord yet, which has like big damage output.
I
But,
feel
Yeah,
like
I actually would have honestly lost that
Mhm.
game because I switched in Clefable on a what's it called?
A gunk shot, right?
Yeah, gunk shot. I'm so dumb. And for some reason I thought it would live a crit. It would not have lived a crit.
No.
I think it was 8%.
Banded?
What?
Is it banded?
Yeah, it was banded.
It was
Yeah,
banded,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's no real waves, yeah.
He was calcing it before, and I think he said Wicked Blow with band wasn't a 2-8 KO onto Clefable, which was kind of funny.
Yeah, that's just like. But then he just goes gunk shot. Like, he doesn't worry about Wicked Blow. Gunk
Yeah,
shot's
but he had
not
to
a.
predict it.
Yeah.
yeah, 1-on-1
It's not
attack isn't
obvious.
like the largest.
Mhm. I feel like this thing doesn't do as much damage as it should. Like, I'm really disappointed in it, to be honest. Like, it should be so much better than it is.
Another thing I want to point out about Guzzlord is like it has no good dragon physical stab, right?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
if it goes Wicked Blow, then he probably has to go physical, and it's like, what am I gonna do? Dragon Claw?
True.
Man, I remember when Dragon Claw used to be decent. Fucking, it used to be decent. Now it's like, oh, it's not a good dragon stab. Fucking old, man. I'm not old. I'm like a
You
Luke's
would
kid.
rather use like Scale Shot, bro. Does it get
Yeah.
Scale Shot?
Yeah, Scale Shot's like a new move. That's Gen 8. I don't even know that
Mhm.
shit.
It's not great except like on Garchomp, and yeah, I can't think of
Are we
anybody
gonna
else.
go with 7 here? Because I know Luke's got to go at some point.
Yeah, let's do 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
All right.
fine.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
Let's go.
All right.
Sorry.
Moment of
Sorry, Luke.
truth.
Here
Let's
comes
go.
Jimmy's team.
Let's go, baby.
Sucks.
It
That's
sucks.
bad, man. It's terrible.
Nah,
I was really disappointed in your Archeops. I'm gonna start with that.
Yeah.
I
The
think it
problem
lacks
is that
some
yeah.
offensive presence.
What's that?
Ampharos and Arceus. Yeah, I think it's not like offensively scary enough.
Yeah,
Defensively it looks fine, but like
I'm not sure what you would have gotten away with,
Marshmallow,
but it could be.
Arceus, Ampharos, Gallade, and Sneasel.
Mhm.
I'm not too scared of that, to be honest, personally.
You don't think Mega Lade's a good poke? I think Mega Lade's sick.
Yeah, but like that's like the only thing one has to specifically prep for. Maybe Arceus too. Okay, to be fair, Ampharos kind of scary, but Varro's kind of scary, but I don't know.
I don't know how you guys think Ampharos is a better Pokemon. I think I made it. I think the thing about Archeops, or how the fuck you say it. I think the other 3 moves I gave it were bad. I should have given it like, I forget which move I was looking at. I was like, man, I wish I just brought this move instead. I think SD was really good. I can't believe that actually got passed because that was its big issue, is that it had a shitty ability you can boost on it. So now it's like 140 attack, 110 speed with SD. Like 1 SD boost, I can like sweep. I feel like you guys are really underestimating the Archeops. But you think like the speed boost, like Ampharos, is going to be a problem. Like it has 115 special attack, which it can't boost. I only brought it because I thought I love Ampharos as a poke and I want to try to make it work, but I don't think it's that good. At least I haven't found a way to fit into one of my teams. I think my team has problems, but I don't think Sneasel is like that's the worst mon on my team. I had to put something there that wasn't like terrible.
Yeah, for sure. I think Swallow's a really good mon. Also, that's could hit like scrappy boom bursts for some really good damage, especially specs. A Gligar, I don't know how I feel about Gligar, to be honest.
I think it's a really underrated mon.
I think
Let me look
provides
at
decent
stats, hang on.
support, at least.
I want to say similar. Like, I want to quickly chime in that I think Jimmy. I think like the same way that Lumaris wasn't gonna vote on his team because of bias. Like, I think all the Pokemon here you're gonna say are
I'm not
underrated
gonna vote.
mons.
Of course, I'm not gonna vote. If you guys want to ask me how I feel about my team, I'll tell you what I think the weaknesses and everything are. But I'm not gonna vote on it.
Yeah. Well,
I know what I would give it, but you know.
Yeah, I think Mega Gallade. I think Archeops is quite threatening. I agree that like some of the coverage is slightly less good. I think you could have gone Woodhammer and Volt Tackle instead of Grassy Glide and Thunder Punch, and like probably still would have passed.
Why Grassy Glide? Why Grassy Glide?
In case I thought like, oh, this thing would need like priority, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, what kind of like? I guess it beats Aqua Jet mons that are slower than it.
Yeah, and it can't use the Grassy Glide priority even if there was grass on the ground.
I guess I'm just I'm just dumb. I didn't realize that it only has priority in grassy terrain, so never mind.
And then with flying,
and it has to be touched.
Yeah, so it's like a useless move. Whatever.
I mean, it's still good stab. Like it's still good coverage move, but that is a little funny.
I think so. Yeah. Focusing on, I think Slowking, Galar, Clefable, and Swampert is like a really good. And Ferrothorn, super good. And Ferrothorn. There's a bunch of like OU level threats here. Like the team is just like hard to break in general. It's bulky, has its damage dealers. Gallade, I think Mega Gallade is like a great cleaner for like the rest of this team, which is like largely defensive. Incineroar too. Yeah, I mean, I think it's nice for sure. Like that's what I think.
I'll say one more thing, and then I'm gonna run off for like a sec. Clefable, you guys realize that Clefable, Slowking, and Ferrothorn are like a top tier OU defensive core, right?
Oh, for sure. You have a really nice core.
Like,
I'm worried about your damage output.
Yeah, I know, but I couldn't really figure out how to like go from there. So I just thought maybe like Arch, Gallade. I like I said, I might make some more changes, but I think I had enough damage dealers. I think the way like Clefable, Slowking, and like Ferro work is they still do a decent amount of damage, even though they're not like super passive. It's not like a what's it called?
Yeah, they're like balanced. They're not like store.
Yeah, it's not like, and I don't want to run stall anyway. I think that's fucking boring.
I don't think
want to run stall. That's fine, but I would not be going. It's not like a Toxapex. Like Toxapex is like super passive; it doesn't do damage. But they're kind of bulky. They do decent damage, and they're like defensive. That's what I was going for mostly. So I don't think I have a ton of like super huge like immediate like threats that do a fuck ton of damage right away. But I think it's like I was kind of going for like a balanced team, I guess.
Yeah, this will be one of those teams where it's hard to remove the core, so all the other mons are gonna like Slowking can just teleport out into Gallade. Gallade can get
just so you know he doesn't get teleport.
Slowking doesn't get teleport? Oh, that's right.
Regular Slowking does, Galar doesn't. I was actually looking at that.
Swampert can flip turn out and then bring in something.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have known that.
Well,
it's a weird thing. It's weird that Galar doesn't get it and regular one does. I don't really know how that works, but I'm not. Yeah. It's the game. I'm not gonna say it's wrong. You know, like it's not
virtual console. It's virtual console move. That's why.
Yeah, dude, I'm just stupid. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, you're not stupid.
Good.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm fucking, dude. I know virtual console. I know you're joking, man. I'm fucking with you. I know. Oh. But yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Whatever you guys rated, I'll probably agree with it. Honestly, because I already have a rating for it, and it's not that high.
Sounds good.
All right,
what do you?
Back in a sec.
What do you want to rate it?
Well, I like the defensive.
Defensively, it's really good, and like offensively, it's also all right. I don't know. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, I'd say like 7.5 lowest.
Yeah, I was gonna say yes, like 7.5.
Yeah. What do you think, Strange Name?
Yeah, I think 7.5 is fine.
Yeah, I like that. Cool. Here comes 9. It's too bad Jimmy's gonna miss my draft.
Oh God.
Only two people rated it. All right.
I'll look at it, and we'll wait to. Oh wait,
I
Prim,
mean,
I
I
really
found
like it.
something that's interesting. I see Barraskewda, Mega
Mhm.
Caesar, and Rotom Watch, which I assume wants to take advantage of Sephiroth's Drizzle, which is his like initial ability, and now it's parental bond. So, like, does that make the team slightly worse? I think maybe.
Oh,
You might be looking at
yes.
an older version because I don't have Rotom Wash anymore.
He has Pelipper.
Oh, I opened the tier list this time.
I really thought you guys would give it a higher rating than 7.5, but you know what? That's fine.
Oh, sorry, Jimmy.
Sorry, buddy.
I thought it was gonna be like an 8. I'd say it was an 8. I don't think it's an 8. 7.5.
I thought you
I
were
think-
gonna agree with us.
No, I don't think it's. I think it's a bit higher. I don't think it's 9. I think 8.5 is debatable. I think it's definitely at least an 8.
I think
Those
it'll
are pretty
pan out
close.
when we go to the tiebreakers.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We'll worry about it later. I'm
So-
not gonna argue about it, but because you guys
So
do the
we're
rating,
looking at
that's
mine
fine.
right now. If you want to see what my draft is, strange name, I can put it in. I'll put it in my private channel.
Sure. Thank you.
So,
Okay. Well,
I think that
just do
Staunch
that thing
Turner
about-
is a fucking huge threat.
Yes, I agree. That thing's a threat.
Staunch
I mean,
Turner,
my team
baby,
can
let's
work with
go.
it, but I don't think anyone else's can. I don't know. I just
Your
like
base
to have
70 is
Weezing
not
on
bad.
like Hariyama.
Are you? Does Pelipper have Drizzle?
It does.
Of course, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. That's not bad.
I meant like, are you letting it through? But if you are, then
That's not bad.
that's a pretty good tier 3 mon then. Shit.
For sure. And
Well, what's this?
even like
super threatening, man. It's like rain. Not much else to say. It's a good rain team.
Yeah.
it's like weaknesses wise, you're rock weak, but like who cares when you have a rain team, you know? We were kind of talking about this earlier, where it's like, okay, yeah, you're sure. You have a rock weakness, you have a dark weakness, you have a ghost weakness, more or less, you know. But it's like when you're doing choice banded liquidations or flip turns into those mons that don't resist, like who cares, you know? In the rain, you're gonna do such big damage.
Okay, I'm just saying, does Mega Caesar actually fit well in normal rain teams? Like, I feel like it's a bit too slow. Like, it's not offensively scary enough. For example, like, Barraskewda, they have to find a way to, like, well, there's no real switching. But for Mega Caesar, it comes like a turn to set up sword stance and things, you know?
Yeah. It can sword stance and then hit like fairy types that, well, I guess you have Melmetal, but I don't know. Good steel types are always nice to have. It can always defog if you need it to be more a utility. You can knock off just for some extra. I don't think it's going to sweep on this team, but I think it's going to be a nice utility mon.
Yeah, fair. I don't know. I think it's good.
The only thing I think I really wish that it had would be like some kind of terrain. Looking at it, I don't know where you would fit it in, but it would be really nice to have like a different kind of angle, because that's my one thing with rain teams. It's like, you know, that rain's coming, like that's your only strategy, more or less. But if you had like a terrain mon that the 2 unburdened mons could take advantage of, that'd be kind of nice.
Like Coco, for example, but that's so expensive.
Yeah, that's expensive. Isn't that the same as, I think that's the same as Zapdos, but Zapdos takes
No,
care
it's
of the
probably
rain.
more expensive. I don't know,
Zapdos is
it's like
tier 1.
The Zapdos is a really good mon, I think, and the fact that it gets defog, I think because like I don't really know where you'd fit unless you're running like the Pelipper rain team. I mean, I just think it's a really good defensive mon to run defog on. I don't think you're gonna run it on Scizor, so I think Zapdos is really good.
Do you guys see this team running into trouble with Ferrothorn? Like,
yeah, your offense would come from like Barraskewda, close combating, or Stonejourner has Heat Crash.
but like rain.
Don't coach Luke for our match, guys. Don't tell him he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose to Ferrothorn.
Just saying, Specs Zapdos would do a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, doesn't Zapdos get Heat Wave?
It does get Heat Wave, and
I
it
want
gets
to run it
Hurricane.
in rain. It's rain. You run
Yeah,
Hurricane.
I was more thinking
Oh, that's
Hurricane,
true,
but
yeah.
Heat Wave too.
Yeah, I lose to Hurricane, I think.
Yeah, I think offensively it's very scary, and since it's a rain team, no one cares about how it is defensively, so it's good.
Exactly. It's like you're just scared. You know, it's just, that's the end of it.
You're not trying to break it. You're not trying to break a rain team. You're trying to like store it out until you die.
You're just trying to survive. That's the name of the game. Just survive. And it's like if you do survive the rain, you got metal in the back.
Oh yes.
Oh, what would you give it?
I give it a 10 out of 10. You know.
I wouldn't give it that high. It's not perfect, but
I mean, it's the Luke fucking team. The Luke mom team, dude. It's 10 out of 10. Sorry, I don't have to tell you, man. It's perfect. It's perfect.
I think just the fact that it's rain gives it a point off for me, just because you know it's like preparing wise, you know what to expect.
No cap. If you guys think my team's 7.5, this shit is 7.5.
What? No.
I'd say
no,
it's about as good as my team, if not worse.
No.
Just
well,
because
it's like really good defensively, but not as scary offensively. But it's like draft, man. It's like
yeah.
I feel like going offensive is better than defensive because you know what wars are coming.
Strange, what would you give it?
Actually, I'll give it 8 or something higher. I don't know.
Okay, you say 8. I say 9. A Tempo says 10, so we'll do 9, I guess.
But I think Tempo. I think he was joking. He meant something.
Yeah, I was kidding. I was kidding.
Okay.
Luke's my boy, man. I'm gonna give him.
Thanks for gassing me up, Jimmy. Thanks for gassing me up.
Dude, I told you they'd pass that Glacial Lance, man. I'm telling you, bro. I told you they'd pass that shit. It's Stone Turn.
I don't know why. How did that Glacial Lance go past? But like that's in 2 KO scum, so not gonna.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I was with Jimmy in person, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna see if they pass Glacial Lance," and he was like, "You're crazy." I typed it in.
Yeah, I probably said it just like that.
Yeah, when you requested it, I would have listed out like 10 different reasons why it shouldn't get passed.
Bro, you guys passed double Iron Bash on Steelix. Like you.
I'm surprised you guys did that.
Nobody cares.
Sorry, what was that, Strange?
No, I'm just saying like nobody cares about Steelix. It has like 0 attack.
Life Orb, Sheer Force. It's gonna do some damage.
Dragon Dance.
Kill you much.
Oh yeah, I'm scared of that Steelix. Anyways, thanks for the constructive criticisms, guys.
Anyway, Tempo, what's your real score? He's gone.
He's gone. He poofed. I think he was voting 7.5 because he said
7.5.
He was saying like this team is at his team or worse, which in his team is 7.5.
So we'll do 8.5 because I was high. And then it was too low.
This is not a 10 out of 10 team, okay? I'm just saying.
No, I don't think that at all.
Yeah, it's definitely not 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 8.5 sounds good. Wait, so I said 7.5. Who said? What did everyone else say?
I said 9.
I said 8.
Oh, you said 9. You said 8. Okay, so that is probably around the middle.
Do you want?
Is it 8? Is it 8.25? Is it? I can't.
Yeah, we could do like 8.3. I don't know.
Let's do 0.25 if we're gonna do.
I like 0.25. I don't like doing like thirds or anything. I don't like that.
Okay. All right, team 7.
Not a third. Yeah.
Okay, we got Nezu.
Oh boy.
Oh, Nezu.
This is the
prank. When they stop stances, they're not joking. What is it like? 4, 5 dark, 6, 7 dark types?
Yeah, this is mono dark pretty much.
No, there's 7 dark types out of 10. Team. It's like dark themed.
Yeah, offensively, it's gonna be really scary. I mean, I don't see how anyone's gonna handle all these dark types blasting around.
I fought Nezu first week 1, so I have a little bit of insight into it, but like I did. I 5-0'd him. I just brought Scarf Heatran and clicked Eruption. Like
yeah, I can see how that.
That's my one problem is like I feel like his defense is not quite there. Offensively, it's really scary.
Yeah,
like Darkrai, Koopa.
with those monotypes, you just kind of want like to blast your opponent before they kind of like destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, this honestly doesn't do good this does good into my team because I don't really have a ton of dark resist, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, I have
I think my team
Roar.
can
I have Roar.
somewhat
Never mind.
equipped to handle it. I have like regenerated Hariyama, so I hope that works. But yeah, I can see why this team will be scary. But defensively, it's like kind of gobble. Not gonna lie.
I think it's a good
I guess
dark,
it has like Spirit Tomb for like a, last resort. Just Prankster or whatever wants to sweep.
For sure.
I kind of have a. Did you use it against your Scarf Heatran or like? What was that? I heard you say you use Scarf Heatran to sweep her team. Did Spirit Tomb like try to spoil you or?
Yeah, absolutely. He ran she ran 4 status moves, and I had Pangoro, so I just swapped Pangoro in, blocked the Prankster, and Circle Throw trapped it.
Yep. Okay, I see.
I think as far as like dark typing, like centering around it, dark typing is not good defensively. So if like I could pick a better dark type team, I don't think I could. I think like this is as good as it's gonna get.
Actually, personally, I think that's pretty good as a defensive type. I don't know, immunity to like, immunity to psychic, resist ghost and dark. That's not too bad, but yeah.
Yeah, but it like usually dark types don't resist a whole lot. Like at least bug types, there's really good secondary typings to it, where dark has like.
I'll give it 7.5. Like I think the offense is like 9 out of 10, and like the defense like 6 out of 10. So if we can balance it a bit, it's like 7.5.
I'd give it a 7.
I'd give it a 6.5. I honestly think any team that's like you only have one type is just okay. Then you just bring a team that does the best against that type. That's just it's. But the thing is I think I don't want to like bash it too much because it's kind of the same thing as that monkey team, where like they're going for a specific thing, and they just kind of want to do it. And they don't really like care like, oh, this may not be the most optimal play, but it's the play I want to make. Like this is what they want to do with their team. This is what they're gonna have the most fun doing. So like, I don't really want to bash a team where it's like it's an objectively bad choice, but it's like not. It's not like terrible.
They just want to have fun.
Yeah, they just want to have fun, man. I'm not gonna bash them for it, you know. Like the monkey
Luke, what do
team.
you think?
Like it was the worst team, we all agreed, but it's like. So maybe I'd say it's 7. Because they do it still like Dark Cry. It's like Jesus.
Yeah, I think the offense looks
he has 80 points left, so that's interesting.
Wait, he does?
I think that's I don't think that's added up right.
That might be a typo.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a free tier 3 mon they can just throw on there, and then they have the most Pokemon out of everybody, which is actually not pretty good. They just have an extra mon to throw in there. So yeah, make sure that's added up right.
Yeah, because like mine says I have 0 points left, but I really have 40.
Oh, I can fix that.
Oh yeah, no, it's not important. I'm not gonna use those right now anyway. But
I just grab a tier 5 in there. Honestly.
Yeah, but trading for what?
No, you said you had. Do you have like a full roster?
Yeah, you have to have what is it, like 10 or 11 bonds.
He doesn't have a single. Okay.
I thought you could have 12. Never mind, I'm done.
Actually, Zoroark's kind of scary. He can pretend to be Mega Mowile and like beats Mega Mowile's checks. Yes. And then Mega Mowile just cleans. Something like that.
I don't know about I can.
Excuse me.
But the thing is, like, you see in the draft, you know that Zoroark's coming, so you prep for it. And you see the team preview, and you know Zoroark's coming, so you're like extra careful about it. So I don't know how well that strategy would work.
Excuse me.
Okay, so let's do a rating for this because I'm gonna have to go in a little bit, and we've got one team left after it, and then we gotta do tiebreakers.
Yeah, let's do. Yeah, so I'd say 6.5. What do you guys think?
I said 7.5.
Luke, what do you think?
I'd vote. Oh man, 7 probably. Maybe 7.5.
I would say 7. So that average is just like 7.
Just say 7.
Okay, last one.
Last one. Who's this?
Doctor.
Doc.
Week 2. Let's go.
We got Doc. Double Wonder Guard is a
We get a Wonder Guard. Double Wonder Guard. Pog.
It's a
I think this is also inaccurate. He has 3 hazard setters, I think, right?
Yeah, he does.
This thing's so fast.
Yeah, that should be checked. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Zera Orta, Garchomp, Gardevoir, and Drifloon, really good offensive core, and then you've got like the rest of the mons to just back those.
They're just like.
When I was building, because I haven't really, at least in my opinion, when I was building for Keki, it was like didn't take me that long. I'm still building for this guy. He actually has a really good team. I just that Toxapex, the Zeraora, it's like fuck, man. Garchomp, like Tangrowth is really good now. Actually, I think Tangrowth is a great mon.
Mm-hmm.
I think Florge is pretty good. Umbreon, I watched some of his game, and that Umbreon was like a big issue. Mega Gardevoir I think is super underrated. I found it really hard for me to wall it when I was looking at my team, so
I have to go soon, so I'll give it 8.5 because offensively it's like 8, and like defensively it's like 9 or 9.5, so I'll give it like 8.5. Anyways, see you guys later. I have to go.
See ya.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Go with 8.5 too.
I would vote 9 because I think that this draft looks amazing, and then you take the fact that it has double Wonder Guard, Geodude, Shedinja, like it's gonna be just like so hard to build for. I think it's excellent. I would vote this as number 1.
I think it's not going to be as good in game, but I think building it's going to be so hard for it. Because if you get a mon that has coverage for both Geodude and Shedinja, it's manageable. But the fact that you have to put so much work into building for both those, and Tangrowth and Toxapex and Registeel, like, and having to like keep away all those offensive mons, it's gonna be a pain to build.
Yeah, wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. Did he win week 1? He did, right?
I think so.
I haven't looked.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, I'll double check. I'll look at the video again. But I'm pretty sure I think as a whole, the team's good. The best is the hard part. I don't know if it's the best. But yeah, I think 8.75 is fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm voting for. It, so that puts
I'd say the best, but marginally the best. I wouldn't say it's like above and beyond. That's why I hit 9 too much. Because our highest right now is 8.5, and they were about to give this 9. I'm like, I don't know, bro. How I feel about that. It's definitely the best. That's fine. All right. Sort the rankings. So, I'm gonna go. I'm actually curious if you won his game because I don't remember.
Okay.
Let's check.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Chomplim Chain. Yeah, he 5-0'd Zodiac Ceruz. You guys still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I just didn't know if like y'all pieced out or something. All right, so he
actually did get. Oh, help me, God! He actually 5-0'd him. All right.
All right, let's break some tiebreakers.
Yeah.
I think starting off at the bottom, I think Darkness Dancers is. I would put that to 7.25 instead of 7 to break that one.
Yeah, I mean, he has Darkrai, and Dark is a hard type, especially for my team to like build against. So yeah, I think that's fine.
Do we think that's really better than like Tapu Lele, Volcarona?
Oh, that's a good point. It is a good there were flaws in the super uneducated Sudowoodos, but I think it
I don't think it's an insta loss.
Yeah, let's put super uneducated Sudowoodos up.
7.25, yeah.
What else is Zodiac Ceruz?
Yeah, team 1 and team 5.
Team 1, team 5.
Tempo. Do we think Tempo is better than? Ooh, it's just close in my opinion.
Let's just keep it at this, guys. I 5-0'd my week 1 opponent. This guy got 5-0'd. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, I'm not gonna consider that, but I think your team is still better. I think it's gonna be harder to kill just from your defensive core versus there a couple offensive threats.
Yeah, I think the defensive core outweighs Team 1's offensive threats.
Mm-hmm.
So and you guys are sleeping on this arch, bro. I'm telling you, man. I don't know why everyone's sleeping on this. I don't know why.
Prove us wrong. I hope you do.
I hope you guys fucking. I fucked up by giving it garbage moves, so everyone thinks it's bad, but it's not bad, bro. Trust me, man.
No, it's not bad, but it is a meme. It's.
Yeah, haha. He doesn't know how Grassy Glide works. Yeah, whatever, man.
Let's see what's next. And the last tiebreaker is. Oh, but then whatever we do for this is going to create another tiebreaker.
So then just move up
yeah,
him
we'll just
to
squeeze
9.
him in between. Yeah, that's fine.
I say we move up Chomplin to 9, and then these guys in for the tiebreaker. Because I think it's 9 worthy. I just thought it was weird to give it a 9 and then give the other two 8.5. But you're right. If we're buffing that up,
yeah, it's fine.
1 to 8.75. I think it's fine.
This is ending up as a nice gradient.
Yeah. This was a lot easier to do than the first team, I think, or the first one. I think, honestly.
We're professionals now.
Yeah, we got better at it. Yeah.
30 shit inches, which is team 2, versus Mind Blowing Mimikyu, which is team 3. So team 2 and team 3, which one is higher? I gotta say, I think. So tough. I'm a little more scared of Team 2. I just gotta I'll just say that. I think that even though your speed tiers aren't super high, like as you said, Darm is almost gonna run Scarf always. You have Triage, which is like speed infinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all like fast enough. Like you might get outsped by like a Dragapult or Zeraora, but
really quick, who is Cert Potato? Why is he in this league?
He's not in the league, but he was the sub. I put him in there in case we want to rank his team because he didn't get a chance to.
Wait, but he has Darm Galar, and that's showing twice.
Right,
that's
he's in the other league.
He's in the other league.
Oh.
But okay. He didn't get a ranking. So if we have time, we could do him.
I don't think we have time.
That's fine.
I don't think it really makes a lot of sense to rank the sub. I don't think he has a good team, but I see like Kabutops and like Simipour and Ambipom because he looks like he took the monkey team and tried to make it not terrible. It's definitely better than it used to be. I wouldn't say it was 5. I'd say it's probably 6 now.
Yeah, I'd say it's like a 7.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think it's 7 to 7.5 because the Kabutops is pretty good. It's not Shell Smash anymore. It's a Dragon Dance.
This is like a really good.
I just realized he made it a Hackmon. I'm so dumb. Don't even talk to me anymore.
Okay.
The problem is
it's like a Trick Room team without Trick Room.
Yeah, that's right. I agree. All right, let's focus on this last tiebreaker though.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you got? Jimmy? What do you think about 2 and 3? Jamie, you there?
Shit, man, this is a hard one. Yeah, I'm just thinking. Both teams are good, and I'm gonna respect that to Antsy now that I know how good it is. I think Mew. You guys were saying that Mew's like one of the best Pokemon in draft, and I agree, just because you can't really build for it, which is like, that's really annoying. I think Skarm is really good. I think Rotom Heat having Defog is really good, but I mean he already has a lot of Defoggers, so it's like. I don't know. I honestly think Team 2 is better.
Okay.
I think the Purugly, the only reason I'm on the fence is because I will say to the end of time that Purugly is god awful. But overall, I think the team's better.
I think you'll prove me wrong with Archeops, and I'll prove you wrong with Pergly.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna be the bet, okay?
Yeah, I'll bet you on that, man. I hope you. I think it's cool because we both want to be proven wrong. Because I actually do want to see that Perugly pop off. That's actually
Right?
kind of crazy. I love it.
Guys, I
Did
gotta
you
run.
it week 1 or no?
Okay, thanks, Luke.
Yeah, thanks a ton, guys. I'm gonna stop the recording right here.
Let's go.
Come in, by the way, Paul. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon.
Say hi to Paul, dude.
Oh, I will. All right. Have a good night, guys.
See you guys.
See you later. Thanks for the fun times.
I had a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.